These are challenging times. So certainly there will be many more changes which would be coming. One of the major change which I think will come into personal hygiene, hygiene of the bus, hygiene of the staff, safety of everybody. So social distancing. So these are the things which we need to take care of. So this is the main change which I think which will happen, and because of which your ridership will certainly some come down to some percentage, because you will not be able to carry overloads, you will not be able to carry standees. Probably one person on instead of two seats on one side, you can have only one person sitting on two seats. So these kind of things would come. So with these changes, we'll have to train our staff, change our softwares accordingly, and make changes in our business plans as well. One of the things which would probably impact businesses in this area is consolidation will happen, because survival of small operators would become difficult. So people will have to come together, pull up their strengths, come together, and then fight this event. So consolidation of the businesses would happen, and more you will see more organized player or better players surviving, and they are actually providing services. So quality of service will certainly go up. Really are serious on electrification of the things, and if we are moving in that direction, then government will have to certainly support businesses more. And not only operators or businesses, those who are on public transport, but they will have to support manufacturers of EVs. And particularly battery manufacturing will have to do something on our own, because we cannot remain dependent on China. And we'll have to become more self-dependent, which means under Make in India project, government will have to give some concessions, some subsidies, or I don't know what, but something which will facilitate growth of manufacturing of batteries, manufacturing of EVs within India itself, rather than we remaining dependent on China, because remaining dependent on China and growing in electrification will become more and more difficult going forward. So for electrification particularly, we'll have to try to become as independent as possible and as early as possible. And for businesses, as I said, the challenges are how do we keep our staff safe, how do we train them, how do we sanitize our vehicles, what precautions we need to take to ensure that people traveling inside, they are safe. Then what terms and conditions of operations we need to adopt. So all that standard operating procedures will change. And looking at COVID today, till the time at least this vaccine comes into play, we'll have to take over precautions on health of the people, and even health of our own people, which is our employees and customers, those who wish to come. We are finding it difficult is to actually what kind of safety measures, what kind of equipments, what kind of chemicals we should use to ensure that people are safe, our own people as those who are traveling. So what machinery we can use, what systems we need to take, we need to use to ensure that safety of customer and our people is ensured. So we don't know much of this entire ecosystem. So we need to have knowledge about this, the whole thing, how to take care of this new challenge which we are facing. And secondly, government will have to support public operators in an order to ensure that till the time this vaccine comes into play, those operators survive. And because if they don't survive, then it is going to become seriously challenging for traffic control on the road. So it is very important that operators, they survive. They are well trained on how to handle present situation. then that whole ecosystem of supply of products and equipments which are essential for facing this challenge. So in all these three areas, WRI as well as government can take a lead and ensure that operators are well educated, they are using standard systems which are laid down, and they are using standard material also, so that people are safe.